Today, I'm going to show you who the best meta players are in EAFC. Stay till the end to know who to look out for and know who to purchase for each position in your team. Alright guys, this is going to be a new series on the channel of who the meta players are. I'll probably do it every month or so, maybe at the end of each promo, how I'm feeling, because the meta definitely does change from promo to promo. New cards get released, new players get buffed and nerfed all of the time. So to keep you guys in the loop of who is actually good and maybe who isn't the best, I'll be doing these every few weeks just to show you who the best players are against you and for you. I'll give you some cheaper to medium priced options so that you can have a bit of a budget team if that's what you're looking for, and also the most expensive meta options if you're trying to ball out on a great player for your team. But anyways, let's hop into it. I'm gonna be starting off with the goalkeepers here. I have some cheaper options at the bottom here. As you can see, we do have Pope, Maignan, Donnarumma, guys like that. Pope, for example, is only like a couple thousand coins. He's been very meta for a while now. Always been very solid and very cheap, which is nice because he's very tall, always able to get to the ball. But because of his low rating, there is times where I do find he does make some mistakes sometimes. Obviously, if you're looking to completely ball out, always go for one of these three icons. I personally like Van der Sar. He's always good. He's always very reliable, as he's just super tall. Obviously going to give you that chemistry. But the best, I think, value options: Alisson, Courtois, and Ter Stegen. Obviously, these guys below here are cheaper if you are looking for a cheaper option that isn't going to break the bank for you. But Courtois, Ter Stegen, the inform one, and Alisson are the best medium to cheaper priced options, in my opinion, if you're not looking to completely break the bank on a keeper. Alisson especially, I mean, we can take a look at his stats here quickly. Only costing you 46k, obviously in the Prem and Brazilian. Going to provide you some very nice links there. Everything is in the green. It's just very solid card here. I find he very rarely makes mistakes. I personally switch between him and Mike Maignan just because I have some Serie A players in my team. But yeah, such a great card. Definitely go for one of these three if you're looking to spend a little more than just like 20k on a keeper that's going to be very reliable, and one of these three if you're looking for a top tier option. Next, into the center backs. These are the budget options, medium price to cheaper options here. Obviously, you've got guys like Varane, Alaba, Saliba, Rudiger. All these guys are going to be very nice. Couple cheap options on the bench here. I've got Bremer, Schlotterbeck, Upamecano. Yeah, these are all guys that are going to be able to do you very well in that center back position and are not going to be able to break the bank for you. Guy I like in particular is Kimpembe. He is very cheap, 1400 coins. Like, it's basically nothing, but he's just so good, especially with that playstyle plus block. I find he's able to reach his legs and even his head sometimes out to those positions and block absolutely everything within his vicinity. Some fantastic stats. Obviously, that 79 pace, 81 defending, 86 physical are the ones that you're immediately going to look at for a center back. But yeah, he's very solid. Varane is always very good, and he's not too expensive right now, below 20k currently because of that huge market drop that just happened. Saliba is a very solid standout as well, only being 83 rated, but being so good with that 82 pace of his. And Tomori as well. Yeah, all of these guys are going to do you well. They're all very similar in terms of how they're going to perform for you, but these are the absolute baller meta options if you have some coins and you're looking to get a top tier center back. Obviously, you've got these icons in here that I've thrown in that, I mean, guys like Maldini, Carlos Alberto, guys that are just always going to be good in every FIFA. FC, actually, sorry, don't kill me, EA. But even a guy like Eder Militao, who's a gold card, still going for 50k. I have him in here just because he might be a little more pricey than the other guys that I have, but yeah, still going to do you so well, and is a lot cheaper because of the market crash. 85 pace on the center back is just absurd. And obviously you have the mainstays like Van Dijk, Lucio, Cordoba, Marquinhos, that Trailblazers Marquinhos, which actually isn't too expensive. Oh, okay, it's 200k. That's actually a bit more than I thought, but even his gold card is going to do you just fine. One that I really want to point out is this Centurions Tomori. I actually used this in a draft very, very recently. It's like having a right back at center back in terms of his pace, man. 87 pace on a center back is so good. Plus he's English. I'm sure a lot of people are using English players in their teams right now. 88 defending and 84 physical is so good. Plus he's got those play styles available to him: jockey block and slide tackle. Such an amazing card. This is a huge standout one for me. But yeah, even guys like Koundé are gonna do you very well. Yeah, these are definitely the meta options by far. This Nkapie has actually been pretty solid as well. 85k. Compare him up with guys that I'm actually about to show you in the fullbacks. But yeah, very solid option here. Speaking of fullbacks, let's get into them. These are the cheaper options I'm going to be showing you. Guys like Frimpong and Grimaldo are just cheap guys that you see every single time. They're just so good with their pace. Like, obviously in the fullbacks you're looking for pace and subpar to even decent defending stats. I mean, Di Lorenzo is one of those guys that are going to be very solid, and they're not too expensive either, sitting at 41,000 coins. He's so good if you're using in a Serie A team. 86 pace, 83 defending, 83 physical. Throwing a shadow on him gets him 94 pace and 90 defending, which is so good for a fullback. Definitely use him if you're looking to get a cheaper option in the Serie A. But every single one of these are good. I find Karchawi is an interesting one because I mean, on paper, she looks amazing. 89 pace, 79 defending, 65 physical, 87 dribbling, which is so good. Obviously has all of these play styles available to her, which just makes her an absolute menace. But high-low work rates are her downfall, honestly. She's very, I don't know, I find she goes blistering up the pitch when she shouldn't be sometimes, which can be very annoying. But still, great stats, and again, those play styles make her very fun to use. Another huge standout for me is Hector Bellerin. I mean, this one, 90 pace, 82 defending, and 75 physical. He's so good, and it really doesn't cost that much as well. I believe he's a player pick. Oh yeah, he's not a player pick, an SBC, sorry. And yeah, he's just very good as well, and it costs you not even 30k to do him. I don't know if he's still available, but if he is, definitely try to get in some use for him. He is so good. But yeah, all of these are the cheaper options. But now let's get into the meta options. Again, Frimpong and Grimaldo, they're informs. I see them in FUT Champs way too much because of how freaking good they are. 91 pace, 95 pace. Again, they're going to give you freaking perfect links as well if you throw in Nkapie. So good. And again, we have this Inform Karchawi, and notice how she actually has high, medium work rates on this card. I have packed her about a week into EAFC's release because she came out very early. 174 coins, and she's so good. I absolutely love using her. You can obviously always throw in some actual instructions on her if you do want her to stay back, but honestly, I love using her as an attacking fullback because she has some amazing stats that allow her to get up the pitch. 90 pace, 88 dribbling, and again, still has those 7 play styles available to her. She is so freaking good. Definitely worth the 170k. And obviously you have the mainstays like Roberto Carlos, Cafu, Carlos Alberto, and yeah, Capdevila is another good one who I think they actually nerfed going into FC because he's not as expensive as he was when he came out on FIFA 23. But yeah, he's still very solid, a very solid option. Obviously, you got guys like Teo Hernandez and Kyle Walker, who going into FC, the guys that I looked at and said, yeah, these are going to be the meta options for a long time, and they still currently are. So definitely use these guys if you're looking for maybe a medium priced option that's not going to cost you too much. Last but not least, one guy I want to touch on is Mendy. And now this Centurions card is a million freaking coins. I have his gold card that I luckily packed, which is still so expensive. Let's take a look. Yeah, Ferland Mendy, 70k for an 82 rated card. That is absurd. When I packed him, he was worth even more, which was insane. insane. I think I packed him around this point when he was around 150k on PC, 115 on console, which was just ridiculous. Like, he should not cost that much. But yeah, this Centurions card is freaking cracked. 95 pace. The only thing he has below 80 is his shooting, but I mean, it's just a crazy card. 1 million coins, which is insane. But yeah, these are definitely the standout meta options for the fullback. Obviously, you've got Robertson and Cancelo on the bench here that I've also thrown in, which are very solid options. But yeah, let's move into the midfield. These are your cheaper to medium-ish priced options that I've got. I'll start off with here. You've got your guys like Musiala, who have that technical playstyle plus. Debinya, which is so good. Despite her being 5-star, she's only like not even 30k, and it's mainly due to the fact that she's in a bit of an awkward league to link her up. But such a good card if you are somehow able to get her on chem. It's probably going to take a lot of Brazilians. But yeah, inform Bruno Fernandes is very solid as well. Isn't going to cost you a huge amount. 100k, which I'm trying to keep for the cheaper to medium priced options around 100k or less. So yeah, he's all right. He's not terrible, but definitely if you're looking for a guy who's a box to box and not going to hurt you on the attack or the defense, if you took Kone, he is so good. I've seen a lot of people saying how amazing he is. I took the pack in that player selection, so I mean, joke's on me. I don't even think I got anything crazy in it either. But yeah, Kone is very solid. French and in the Bundesliga, so he's got some great links there. Bellingham is also very good. This Bruno Guimaraes is very solid as well, and he's only like 2k. Centurions Danilo Pereira, who is an objective, he's completely free, is very solid as well. Throwing a shadow on him gets him up to, I believe it's like an 88 rated center back or CDM, depending on where you want to play him. But yeah, I mean, look at the stats there. 92 defending and 83 pace. So solid once you've got that shadow on him. Yeah, these are very solid. One guy I do want to touch on very quickly is De Bruyne. I packed him very early into EAFC, and I'm not gonna lie, I really am not a huge fan of him. Obviously, if you want that 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills with amazing passing in the midfield, he's so good, but I think he's a little overpriced for what he is. I'm not gonna lie. I've never really been able to make him work in most FC or most FIFAs, I should say. But yeah, he I don't know, it's the lack of pace and defending for me that it just turns me off on him. But yeah, throwing a hunter on him obviously is going to get you to 80 pace and 93 shooting, which is very good. But yeah, wouldn't really recommend him as much. If you want a cheaper option, go for a Bellingham, a Tonali as well. Musiala, very solid. Moving into the expensive options though, we have some crazy cards, some new ones as well. One I want to touch on here, I don't have a ton of evolutions in here, but one I have to go over is this evolution Centurions box-to-box midfielder Marcus Llorente. This guy can do everything and anything, can go so many different positions as well. I actually have a video on the box-to-box midfielder if you want to see. Check it out in the top right. I go over all the best options. He's definitely one of them. But yeah, I mean, look at this card. He's Hillet Gang with 92 pace. There's really not much you can complain about him here. But Valverde is also such a good one. This informed Valverde, even his gold card is very solid. I have this Nike Putellas, but the regular gold version of her are the exact same stats. So if you're looking to get a little bit of a cheaper Putellas, who doesn't have the dynamic image, she's still very good. Odegaard, who is a SBC that is so good. I actually completed him, and he is freaking amazing. Obviously, lacks on the defense, but I throw a shadow on him, which only 7% of people do. But he goes up to 88 pace, 73 defending, makes him a lot more well-rounded. And yeah, he's just so good. 5-star skills as well, which is so good, obviously, with that playstyle plus of incisive pass and a couple others as well. He's a great option. Bonmati, Centurions Bonmati, which just got added. Musiala, Centurions, which just got added. Technical playstyle pluses on both of them, which is probably one of the most broken playstyle pluses in the game. Yeah, obviously I've got these crazy icons and heroes that are below here because, I mean, you know how good they are. They're good every single year. Absolutely amazing, cracked options. Centurions De Bruyne, which I've thrown in here again. He's a great card. He's worth a lot. almost 1,000,000 coins. But yeah, I've used him in a draft. I don't know, man. It's just the pace that always throws me off with him. Obviously, amazing stats everywhere else, but his defending and pace. So yeah, definitely use him as a cam, not a center mid, and throw a hunter on him, because that's how you're going to be able to make him work. But yeah, this Bellingham is also very good with that technical playstyle plus. Yeah, all the best meta options here. They're all going to do you very, very nicely if you have the coins to actually purchase them. Now moving on to the wingers, who are so good but very, very cheap. With that market crash, you have guys like Rafael Leao, who I have packed very early, down to 41k, who you can throw on the wing or at striker. 93 pace with the rapid playstyle plus. He's so good, especially with the addition of these other playstyles that he has in his arsenal. Very, very solid, cheap options here. You even got girls like Reiten, who I've put on the bench. You've got Swanson, Hemp, very, very solid. That Gold Sun is always very good. This Trailblazers Kubo is also a card that I always keep seeing pop up. Only 20k, and he's just so good. I mean, 4-star, 89 pace, 82 shooting, 89 dribbling. Throwing a hunter on him just makes him so good. Goes up to 95 pace and 87 shooting. I mean, on the wing, that's solid. You can even throw a catalyst on him if you want to improve his passing on the wing. But yeah, he's amazing. And these are definitely the best cheap options. They're not going to completely break the bank for you. Even this Mahrez is very solid. Kvaratskhelia, who I'm so excited to use going into EAFC, is very solid, and he's only 13k. Huge market crash, still 5-star, which is crazy value for a guy like him. Yeah, if you're able to link him up in a Serie A team, definitely use him. Into the expensive winger options, obviously you've got guys in here like Jairzinho. I've added a bunch of the other crazy icons and Alo Iran in here as well, that are always going to be so good. This Hansen, who I've luckily been able to use in a draft, 2.2 million coins. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. She is probably one of the most broken cards in the game right now, especially with that finesse playstyle plus, which is also amazing. She also has access to technical flair, all these other good playstyles in her arsenal. She is so freaking cracked, man. She really is that good. If you have the coins, definitely try to pick her up. But yeah, I have gold Rashford, who I packed very early in the season, but I have not gotten a chance to use his Centurions. His gold card is already so good. I can only imagine how amazing this Centurions card is. 5-star skills, 93 pace, 91 shot, 88 dribbling with that, oh my god, power shot playstyle plus. It's freaking broken, man. Seriously, I get goals with gold Rashford that I do not deserve whatsoever. 1.6 million coins he's going for. Throwing a hunter on him makes him a demon, bro. 99 pace, 96 shooting. Absolutely cracked. You can obviously throw in some better playstyles on him that probably suit him better, but yeah, guys like these Trailblazers here, Salah, Rafael Leao, and Rodrigo are all super good as well. Couple gold cards in here. Vinicius and Neymar, obviously using them for their skills and their speed. They're very good. And yeah, I mean, Neymar in the Saudi league, he's going to be a little cheaper as well, considering that he is in that league. 168k. Yeah, with the Trickster playstyle plus, he's super good. But yeah, these are definitely by far the meta options on the wing for us right now. Into the cheap strikers now. I have a couple Founders evolutions. I've done the Werner, who's so solid, and EA actually recently came out saying that they're going to be throwing in some new Founders evolutions and objectives for the actual Founders evolution that you've already done. If you have done it, might be too late to do it now, but I'm sure if you are a founder in FC, you've done it already. Yeah, these two Founders evolutions are so good, and their gold cards are so cheap. So yeah, if you have done one of them, then good on you. I did the Werner, but Nunez looks very good as well. I gotta quickly go over Alex Morgan, Sophia Smith here at the bottom. They're so freaking good. I see them a lot in FUT Champs as well, especially as we'll go over later. The freaking Trailblazers Sophia Smith card, which is so freaking cracked. Obviously, Alex Morgan with that finesse playstyle plus. And yeah, I mean, the Mateus Cunha, if you did pick him, he's another solid free option who's just going to be very solid for a while, it seems like. And I have some cheaper options here with this new Centurions Pop, who actually is only going to run you, I think, around 50k. Yeah, 53k on console, 80 pace and 90 shooting and 90 freaking physical with the finesse playstyle plus is actually very, very solid. Only has 3-star skills, which is why she's so cheap. But if you're not much of a skiller and you're at the game like I am, definitely try her out. She's not gonna break the bank for you, and she's very, very good, honestly, aside from the skills. But Osimhen, very solid. Inform Aubameyang, who's very, very good as well. These are definitely the best cheap options in my opinion. But let's move on to the moment you've been waiting for, the absolutely cracked, super expensive striker options. Obviously, you've got this dumb trailblazers Mbappe at almost 5 million coins. There's nothing this guy cannot do. Obviously, he now has the power shot playstyle plus on this card, which, I mean, it's not fair, man. It really isn't fair. I think the playstyle pluses make, especially a guy like him, just way too broken. 98 pace, 91 shooting, 93 dribbling. I mean, you guys know how good this Mbappe is. This Trailblazers Ronaldo is very, very expensive, and I'm not gonna lie, I've seen a lot of people kind of question the price of this card. Don't get me wrong, it's very solid, especially the fact that he's got the access to the 5-star skills. But 85 pace, I mean, throwing a hunter on him is going to get him up a little more. Like I said, gets him up to 93 pace, 95 shooting. But I mean, even his dribbling at 84 isn't like super crazy. He's got 77 passing, which I guess you don't really need too much on a striker. But I don't know how many people are using Saudi League teams this year, man. I have been going up against a lot of teams, both in FUT Champs and Rivals, and seeing very, very few teams actually trying to incorporate the Saudi League in their team. But yeah, I mean, this has got some great playstyles on his card, so definitely try him out if you do have the coins. But yeah, this Player of the Month Son is a card I keep on going up against. He's so freaking good. Throwing a hunter on him gets him up to basically full pace and shooting, and he's got that finesse playstyle plus, which is so, like I said, it's broken. It's so good. Definitely give him a try if you are willing to and have the coins. One guy that I want to quickly go over here is Erling Haaland. His card is 2.7 mil, and I do not know why. I'm not gonna lie, I have his gold card, which obviously it's a bit of a downgrade to the Road to the Knockout, but it's not a huge downgrade so far. And yeah, I don't get it. This one has 4-star skills, which is so nice. Honestly, that's probably where all the coins are going into for this card. But yeah, I don't know, man. He's got a very unique running style, which makes him very, very peculiar to use, especially because, I don't know, it takes him so long to get up to full speed for me. Obviously, throwing a hunter on him is going to help him out with that a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird card. It's a really expensive card. Let me know in the comments if you've made it work, but I don't know, man. Haaland has been a bit clunky for me. Sophia Smith, this is a card I've seen. Very, very solid. 500 to 600k currently, but it's so good with some very, very good stats. 4-star, 5-star. If you are able to link her up with girls like Alex Morgan, definitely do so. I have these insane icons on the bench for very obvious reasons. I mean, Ronaldo and Ham, these are the two best cards in the game. I've even seen people say Ham is better than Ronaldo. They're just so good. I have this Stoichkov, who recently came out as an SBC. I don't think he's worth that many coins, honestly. It's a very peculiar one. It's worth like almost 900,000 coins for this actual SBC. It looks like a great card, especially if you throw a hunter on him, but with 4-star, 3-star, it looks a bit weird, especially being Bulgarian. He's not going to be able to link his country up to anyone, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've used him. I've used a few of these in draft, and they're so freaking good. definitely use these cards if you're looking to get an absolutely insane team on the attack. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Let me know in the comments if you like this sort of video. I'm trying to keep you in on the loop on everything meta and everything that to look out for. I enjoy these kind of videos of helping you out in the future, whether it's players to throw in evolutions, players to just buy. I love these kinds of videos, so let me know in the comments if you like them as well. But that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully I helped you out with some players to look out for. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.